Capitol Hill begins to move transportation money issues. How much does the credit crunch affect construction projects? A new university that you've probably never heard of, and a long-reach demo machine you'll want to see in action. These and other stories coming up on Construction News Tracker, presented by Caterpillar and produced by forconstructionpros.com. Finally, some agreement on Capitol Hill. The Senate Environment and Public Works Committee unanimously voted for the 2-year reauthorization of the infrastructure bill. Granted, there's a ways to go before all the committees come in line with the MAP 21 proposal, including the need to find $12 billion in offsets to make up for shortfalls in Highway Trust Fund revenues. ARTBA and AASHTO Association officials voiced support amid hopes for a full funding measure. Construction workers, you now have a new learning center to enhance your value in the marketplace. CAT University is an online school to teach safety, operator training, and service, as well as a quick link to other Caterpillar learning resources. Now available at caterpillaruniversity.com. Still plenty of turmoil in the construction employment sector. New Labor Department numbers show the industry lost 20,000 jobs in October, sending the unemployment rate to 13.7%, though that's far better than the 17.3% rate of a year ago. Don't let the low interest rates fool you, because it's the credit crunch that continues to stymie growth, reports the American Institute of Architects. The net effect is a 20% reduction in construction projects nationwide, and it's not likely to budge until more credit is extended. In this regard, AIA has launched an online database that will connect architects with developers looking for projects to finance that may have been stalled by the money squeeze. AIA claims that for every $1 million in new construction spending, 28.5 full-time year-round jobs are created. We like to share innovations that affect the industry, and here is a prime example. John Adamo, CEO of Detroit area demolition contractor the Adamo Group, says his company got to test the limits of a new ultra-high-reach demolition excavator created in an alliance between Caterpillar and Joule Attachments.
Well, the combination of Caterpillar and Joule corroborating on this type of machine, they were able to design into this machine the ability to put the height and the geometry and the weight class of a tool. So on this machine in particular, we're carrying a 9,600-pound tool at a height of 84 feet, which up until this time hadn't been done.
Adamo bought the first Apex 70 high-reach excavator created by the Alliance specifically to bring down Detroit's Ford Auditorium using Caterpillar's MP30 crushing attachment.
You're actually cutting some upright columns that are of the old type style where they're back-to-back channel sections with a riveted plate on each side of it to form the H column. And the plate steel is about a ½ inch thick. So you're looking at a ½ inch thick plate steel plus the channel section, which will put that steel at about a 1 inch thick. And then your web design is about 1 inch thick. And you have it riveted 3 inch on center about. So you've got this very rigid, tall column that stands about 100 plus feet. And you're taking a tool now that ordinarily wouldn't be able to reach much higher than 30, 40 feet, and going up in the air about 60 to 80 feet and wrapping the jaws of that tool around that very large section of steel and cutting through it, shearing it off. And that would not have been able to be accomplished under the old configurations of the high reach.
Adamo expects the $1 million machine to keep saving time and money by not only putting more tool in the air, but traveling faster.
And in Michigan, because of the weight class and the weight that we're allowed to haul, we can basically take this machine, walk it on the trailer, lay the boom down, hook the truck up to it, and cart it anywhere in Michigan, walk it off the trailer, and be ready to work in less than a half an hour. So the cost to move the machine is dramatically reduced.
The Apex 70 rides across state lines on 2 truckloads and takes about 4 hours of assembly or disassembly, but it can be transported on standard permits.
That's the time we determine that there's a lot of value in these high-reach excavators, because when you can get a big tool on them, even though they're kind of big to bulky to move around, once you get them there, you can cut your time down, your man hours down on a job dramatically.
Just another example of American technology and ingenuity at work. And finally, it's sure to happen. As soon as you sit down to a cup of hot coffee, your boss will ask you to do something which will last until the coffee's cold. This is Construction News Tracker, watching out for the industry that makes the world a better place. Caterpillar presents this program, produced by 4constructionpros.com. Find us anytime at facebook.com/4constructionpros, and share us with friends or leave your comments on Twitter using #ConstructionNews, as the streaming web from sea to shining sea never ends.